So we're here live at CES at the WebMD Wellness Lounge and Studio. My name is Julian Blaine from Gizworld. I have the pleasure to have Davide Rossi, who is the CEO of Fitbark. So thank you very much for coming here.
Thanks for having me.
Great. So first, tell me about your background. So what's your background?
Sure. I have a very diversified background. Started as a mechanical engineer. I used to be an engine designer with the Ferrari car company.
Yep.
I was in the oil and gas for a few years, ended up in investment banking. Finally, Fitbark.
Really? So how did you get the idea of Fitbark?
It was the obsession of not knowing in 2012 what my dog is up to at all times and when his behavior changes and why.
Yep. Yeah. So.
And so I was observing that there was a lot of technology out there for humans, and I thought, if this technology is going to help myself be more active and healthy, of course it can even be more useful for somebody who doesn't talk and from whom I separate myself for 8 hours a day or maybe 1 week when I travel.
So how much does it cost to buy the Fitbark?
Yeah, so this is our product here. You can actually see it here at my wrist. It's a $99 product. You can buy it at Amazon.com, Fitbark.com, but also Best Buy and Future Shop Canada.
So what kind of data can we get with Fitbark?
Yeah, so it's an activity monitor, so it really tracks activity and sleep, and therefore, if you rely on others to care for a pet, a family member, daycare, this makes it really easy to see if your dog is getting playtime. If your dog is sick or has a medical problem, we allow you to watch that dog very closely, minute by minute, allowing you to monitor separation anxiety, for example, skin allergy, dog scratching a lot, arthritis, and other things. And generally speaking, if you have a health goal for yourself, now you can have a health goal for your dog. The good news is that we're so committed to the health and happiness of our dogs that in the process, we're going to get more active ourselves.
Yeah, and so what's the potential market for the US? Like how many dogs are there in the US? I'm sure you know that.
Yeah, so 80 million dogs in the US, more dogs than kids. It's a $60 billion pet care market where people spent $400 million in pet Halloween costumes this year.
Really? So they spend more on their pets than their family or something?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen any kind of change of behavior based on the types of breed? I mean, maybe not today, but I'm assuming that's your goal at some point, right?
Yeah, so our aspiration is to be a lifestyle brand that every dog owner wants to put on their dog so that we may be able to create and compile, of course, breed-based norms and baselines, right?
Yeah.
And the way we're going to make this easy and possible is to come up with a way for pet care businesses, also to tap into our data sets to do a lot of cool things. We have a web app where your veterinarian can log in remotely. You just authorize him from the mobile app as a friend of your dog, and they can check in what happened with your dog in the past 24 hours or 90 days, for example, and improve quality of diagnosis, or remotely stay in touch with the dog after surgery or see how they react to a new drug. We also make it very easy for anybody who needs to validate a new product or drug or a food to organize clinical studies, right? And for those who want to do even more, we have an open API that we are announcing today that allows third parties from A to Z in pet care to create new products and services to better serve their customers.
Yeah, so, and I told you earlier, one of my friends actually has been training a wolf since he was a puppy. He's like 3 years old now, and what he found is he's super active. Like wolves are really, really, really active. Like he wouldn't, especially at night.
Yep.
So could they be potentially using Fitbark to measure the level of activity of the wolf? Is it just for dogs, or could potentially?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course, you can really put it on, any type of dog, from 3-pound dogs, 2-pound dogs, 4-pound dogs, Pomeranians, Chihuahuas, all the way to Great Danes, and Leonbergers, 200-pound dogs. So really, from A to Z, we covered the entire
Right.
number of breeds out there.
So what's next for you guys?
Yeah. So for us, we're really focused in building our brand in North America right now. We would love for other companies to start tap into our API to do cool things. maybe to motivate ourselves as human, to exercise a little more with our pets, and generally speaking, support the pet care ecosystem at 360 degrees.
Great. So how do people find you and your company online?
Yeah, so you can find us at fitbark.com. And again, our product is a $99 product, and we start shipping this month.
Great. Well, thank you very much for coming to the WebMD launch studio, and good luck for the show.
Thanks, Julien.
Thank you.